Welcome, adventurers, to Roleslaying with Roman!
Once again to those magical wizards of the coast for sponsoring this week's video, who want you to know about Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, a starter set that will grant you the power to journey off on a role-playing adventure of your own. We'll get back to that later. Take it away, Youngblood!
Recaperation. We start now where we've left off, where we've met...
I love that.
Where we left off last, we met my good old friend Noise, who right now is not so much my friend.
You are under arrest for abandoning your duty as first chair.
I volunteer to be arrested with him.
Perhaps we can strike up a deal.
You're about to ask me for my help?
Yeah, sounds like it.
Several of our marching band members have been going missing as of late, vanishing from their posts in Neon without a trace.
The major crowds contain a lot of people looking to make it rich.
Have you ever been to a circus?
No, I've been just pretending to know what that is.
Greetings! It's me, Mr. Money!
Mr. Money!
You are guaranteed to leave pockets full of riches.
Looking back, you see a cart has rolled up, adorned with pale blue and rose pink flowers. The tall person driving the cart is hunched over.
How tall are we talking?
About 10 feet.
10 feet?
There's a little loose piece of tapestry that swoops out and it lands at your feet. Noise leads you to the palace end. Your eyes can't help but be drawn to a big-ass fountain. It seems to be controlled by a woman barely visible.
There she goes again.
I did kind of hurt you and never apologized for that either, so I am sorry.
Enjoy the rest of your dinner. I'll see you bright and early tomorrow.
I want someone to do a close-up of me going before, just no context.
Boom, it's done. Cue intro.
All right, y'all ready?
We're ready.
All right, cool. Rock falls, you die.
Oh my
Sorry,
God.
that's how it goes. It's
How
how it goes.
anticlimactic.
You're still in a relative trance. How are you sleeping?
He sprawls. I think he's a bit of a snorer. Maybe talks a little in his sleep.
Ooh.
You know, like the cows. The cows are trying to get me. The cows, just nonsense stuff like that.
And they get a long rest.
We get all of our spells, everything like that.
You both awake to a marching band member holding a trumpet in your face and playing incredibly loudly at the foot of your bed.
That's awful.
I immediately get up and I snatch it out of his hand and I throw it out of the window.
That bar girl goes, hey! And then you notice that whenever you threw it by the window, you threw it right by Noise, who's standing in between your beds and relatively near the window.
Oh no. I didn't even hear you guys come in. Like, the door I thought was locked. Well, I guess you guys locked it. But still. Privacy, boundaries.
I thought you'd prefer breakfast and a show. And he snaps his fingers. 2 more guards come in with trays of food for the boys.
Okay, I forgive you.
Thanks.
Now that you're finally awake, hurry up and finish eating. Then come with me. We're going to see the drum major of Neon to get info about the job I've recruited you two for.
Fantastic.
So they wait outside while you two get dressed, get ready. Noise leads you back to the elevator, and what you see is just a very simple looking hallway, which leads to an apartment door. And there's a small potted fern to the left of the door.
Is this the first plant we've seen in this town in a while?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
It's been a bit.
Almost feels weird.
Noise walks through the door, straight up just doesn't knock, just immediately opens it, which you will remember that's bad manners.
Oh, sure. After you, good sir.
Thank you.
Yes.
You enter the penthouse suite of the Neon Marching Band captain. The space is 2 stories tall. It has a mezzanine and is heavily decorated. Trophies fill every available shelf next to Lifetime Achievement Awards.
Oh my gosh.
A multitude of pictures and painting of a woman and her fluffy little dog. The largest painting of these two is a huge detail painting of a powerful looking woman wearing a silver and black tiger striped sequined jacket, a matching half cape with a purple lining draped over her shoulders. She is blonde with an incredible mullet, and she is holding a small Pomeranian wearing a silver and black little tiger stripe onesie.
Oh my gosh.
Her little fluff all up into a fun little mane.
Without even knowing her, this is the first person Youngblood has respect for.
And a voice comes from the mezzanine past the entryway.
I swear, if you just walk in here without knocking again.
What's the point in knocking when I know you're expecting me? Plus, I prefer making a grand entrance.
Well, I prefer manners to amusement. Conduct a noise.
Then maybe you should have a sign on your door.
Noise angles his face upwards towards the balcony to stick his tongue out at the owner of the voice. You hear a... before a puff of confetti and smoke bursts into view in front of you all.
Whoa!
Revealing a woman who reaches out and flicks Noise right in the forehead. The tiefling lets out a little squeak and reels back, hiding behind Youngblood and rubbing his forehead as he flips this person, the bird.
Oh, just like old times.
May I get a name? Who am I talking to right now?
I am Flo, the drum major of Neon.
Ooh, Flo.
Now that you're up close, you recognize her as the woman from the incredible fountain performance that you saw yesterday.
You seem like the person that be running everything, but also you're putting on a performance for everybody too?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely, boss. Girl boss.
Noise. Who are these people exactly, and why are they in my office?
You see, these are my private investigators who I have personally enlisted to assist in the investigation. Your, how should I say this, inept majors have proven time and time again to be incapable of solving the job at hand. You should honestly be thanking me for taking this no doubt simple problem out of your clumsy hands.
Yeah, you know what? You gotta say, with us, you're going to get the professionalism that you deserve. And Roman takes out the sword from his back pants, rips the back of his pants. There's definitely a hole in the back of his pants now, and the shred of the pants is up at the top of the sword as he brandishes it for a Flo.
Are those goat boxers?
They are indeed goat boxers. Well, I don't even know how you knew about that.
Despite your rudeness, I'll still be polite in front of your investigators.
Oh.
But try that tone with me again, and I'll feed you to Symbol.
A small growl is heard behind you. It's the small dog from the numerous pictures. She's not very intimidating.
Since I can't override the orders of the first chair, I can at least hope that they'll be more pleasant to work with.
Wait. Flo is lower in rank than Noise?
I guess.
Definitely doesn't feel right.
Flo turns to you two and out of her sleeve pops 2 manila envelopes.
Here are the reports I have received as of late.
She hands you the official reports. The documents are embellished with the crown seal, the same as the one that you've seen on the city gate. In the upper corner of the page, it all has the regular reports of guards breaking up scuffles, stopping thieves, but beyond that, you see that there are a lot of guards who have not responded in yet. You notice a note written to their names, which states missing.
As you can see, there have been some disappearances, and not the fun kind of vanishing act that I employ in my performances. These people seem to have been sucked right off the street without a word or a witness. The only thing we have to go off are strange bits of fabric left at the post of these missing guards.
When we came into town, we did run into someone who happened to be carrying a cart full of cloth.
Yeah.
Ton of cloth.
A lot of it. A lot of cloth.
And I will say they were very mysterious.
Very.
Perhaps if we can gather some evidence.
So, Flo, I guess we'll go investigate.
Mm-hmm. Yep. We're gonna go hustle.
It was a pleasure meeting you.
I am coming with you guys.
Oh! So we
Okay.
get to hustle and Flo.
And as you all push through the front door of the palace inn, your attention is drawn to the fountain, which Symbol immediately starts barking at.
Hey, someone's with my fountain. Stop right there.
Roll me a perception.
What? 10 and 18.
So you see the shape of a figure through the rows of water flowing up from the fountain. You also see some pieces of fabric are floating in the water.
Oh, we have to go over there. So let's go over and investigate.
We go and look.
So the obscured figure on the other side of the fountain turns to run. Flo quickly tosses her cane in the air.
Oh geez, watch the camera.
Don't worry, I got this. Flo tosses her cane into the air, and it flies high, spinning in a quick circular motion, so fast that the cane now looks like a hoop. She holds it out to her side, and sweet small Symbol leaps through it. And as her body moves through the hoop, she grows to the size of your average horse.
Oh,
I knew it. I knew
We
it.
got transforming animals.
Flo mounts the adorable beast, and Symbol turns and jumps off the top of the double staircase, landing with a thunderous splash in the fountain. Do you follow?
Yeah.
Yeah, Youngblood is like amused, but you can't see it on his face. And his head, he's like, God damn, that's cool as shit. But I'm like,
Flo is sitting atop Symbol, using the pup's height to help spot the perpetrator.
Ugh, whoever did this must have run off to commit more trickery. I know I just gave you a job, but I have a show in a few hours and I won't stand for everyone's fun being ruined by some prank. Would you please help get those spouts unclogged and look for clues about whoever caused this?
You hop in, ready to find out who or what has caused this. Noise has not joined you. Instead, he is still standing on the stairs.
Tja, my boots are not getting wet. You understand.
No, but I guess we're the prisoners here, so we don't really have any say in what you do.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay?
oh, 12.
It landed on a
I'll
12.
count it as a 12.
9.
Nine.
I have 11.
I have a +1 for investigation.
It's a 13.
The ones that you've been able to notice are clogged up are that one, this one, and that one. To note, this is difficult terrain, so your movement speed is actually going to be halved.
All right, I'll go first. Initiative 7 +3. Okay, 10. And then what did you get?
Oh, I have to roll 2.
Oh,
17.
wow.
So I'm gonna just mosey on.
Yeah, do it.
5, 10, 15.
Is this like Minesweeper? Am I gonna hit something? 5, 10.
5, 10, 15.
Great. 5, 10.
It's like playing Operation. 5, 10.
Roll me a dex save.
Oh, fuck.
I knew it was the freaking water. I knew that.
Oh, God. 18.
So you very swiftly and adeptly dodge the arc of water that shoots out, and you avoid getting soaked.
Okay.
Great. I live to see another day.
5, 10.
5, 10, 15.
Great.
Okay.
5, 10.
5, 10, 15.
5, 10.
Roll me an investigation check.
19.
So you've reached your hand in, and you pull out the corner of a thick bunch of fabric.
Oh, Jesus.
Takes a bit. Whoever wanted to do this wanted to be annoying.
Oh, my God.
The whole piece that you see is a green blanket with one embroidered vine with leaves around the edges.
Oh. Okay.
Roll me a dex save.
20!
20. A nat 20.
You very adeptly dodge that. Because that is a nat 20, a good amount of little arc of water goes over and just hits Noise directly on the boots.
Yes.
On the boots.
Directly on the boots.
Son of a bitch.
Okay, great. So then I move.
Yep.
5, 10.
5, 10.
Make me a dex save.
God. 13.
Yet another blast of water comes, and you dodge. You are.
Okay, so I go 5, 10.
Make me a dex save.
Tag nabbit. So 1. Critical fail.
One lets out a blast of water that just knocks you right on down. You take 2 damage and are now soaked with water.
Can I at least get this freaking cloth out of this?
Yeah, roll me investigation. You're trying to get it out of there.
13.
You stick your hand in. You were able to grab like a little bit.
Get the.
Before you can get to that last one, Symbol jumps out of Flo's arms and into the fountain. You hear Flo yell out,
Symbol, your fur has to be perfect for the show today. Baby, please come back. You two, get her quickly.
Symbol quickly runs through the pool, dodges a couple blasts of water. She's shrinking in size as she's running. She lands atop the final clog and sticks her head in. She suddenly pops out with another bit of tapestry. Symbol looks at you and then playfully begins
To run.
running in the opposite direction.
No.
I whip out my sword.
Of course she plays keep away.
I whip out my. No! To try to snatch the cloth, not the dog.
Hey, you have to speak with animals.
Someone get your ass back over.
So I'll use a dex check, which is a 20.
Hey, go off.
You've caught up to Symbol. And this gal is fast, but you've caught faster, Timmies. You move quickly and scoop up Symbol and a bit of tapestry.
Bless.
And the tapestry. Yep. Here you go, Flo.
Thank you two for getting her out. It normally takes the guards hours.
I'm not sure where Noise found you, but you've proven yourself to be more competent than I was expecting his entourage to be.
Flo waves her wand in front of you, casting a spell. The wet clothes are now clean and dry, and also that patch, that also mends up.
Thank you for mending my friend's asshole.
That was funny enough. I'm gonna say point of inspiration.
He gets all the points of inspiration.
I love that. I love that. Let's take a look at the cloth, please.
Roll me a history check.
14.
16.
So that's a 13 for me.
And it's 19 for me.
Thinking back to the day before, right whenever you got into Neon, you remember that you saw an item relatively familiar to this one?
So
We tell Flo, we're like, just so you know, this cloth is exactly like the cloth we saw on the person or the thing that we tried to tell you about.
Though we have some pieces of fabric, we still don't have a face. I don't know who the heck you're talking about.
getting a little presumptuous
Sorry,
there, buddy.
Sorry. Noise, can we go? Like, are we, let's do it.
Yeah, are we ready to investigate?
I suppose.
Flo begins carrying the wet symbol back up the steps and into the casino.
Maybe we should do one more search around this fountain?
Because I think it'll be much easier without the dog.
Great. All right, so we're going to roll for investigation. 15.
And 10 for me.
You notice a set of soggy shoe prints leading out of the fountain. Do you want to follow where they lead?
Yes.
Yes.
It leads to Cirque du Casino. The streets around this particular casino are really devoid of people today. You hear a creature moaning in pain inside of the building. It sounds somewhat like...
Wow, that,
We go investigate.
that does not sound great.
You're immediately met with a funhouse mirror.
Oh, God.
Roll me perception. Both of you.
3.
I got a 9.
Plus 2, so 5.
Both of your heads are smaller than a pea, and your long spindly legs look like 2 twirling water slides. There's also some stickers on the mirror. 2 arrows pointing inwards towards the center stage, and large bubble letters reading clowns. Another arrow sticker pointing to the left reading dressing rooms. Groaning can still be heard from down the left hallway.
We're going to go to the left and we're going to look into these dressing rooms,
Yeah.
right? Before continuing on, a message from this video sponsor, Wizards of the Coast. You've gotten your crew together. You've learned the basics of combat and skills. What next? Well, with Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle, a starter set for your own role-playing adventure, you'll learn exactly what can come next. That's right, we're talking advanced gameplay. Say, for instance, you've come across an item you've journeyed to snag. Each class possesses benefits called feats that may come in handy. If you're a paladin, you'd inspire your team as leader. And if you're a rogue, you're an excellent dungeon delver who needs the inspiration. Just go for it. Each class even has a subclass route that can be chosen. So if you're a wizard with the subclass of School of Evocation, you might learn tons of useful tricks for just this mission. If you use any of the 5 pre-made character sheets that are included, you'll learn how your characters have the ability to level up and the spells and skills that come with doing so. Need a breakdown about ability checks or saving throws? There's a site of resources you can check out, regardless of whether you have the set or not, that leads you through these aspects and more. Playing through Stormwreck Isle will not only increase your experience of gameplay, but your characters will also come out the other side more awesome too. Step into Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle by clicking the link in my description and step up your gameplay like never before. Now back to our story.
Behind a red door with a star on it, you hear more. You also hear someone pacing anxiously and mumbling to themselves. You look in, and you see a tiefling.
Oh.
She looks very visibly worried.
Oh, no.
Who is it? Who's out there?
So I just kind of poked my head out. I'm like, hey,
What are you doing in my dressing room?
it sounded like someone needed help.
What's your name again?
Youngblood.
Okay. Well, it's Britney, bitch. Oops, I did it again.
Pardon my
Please, come in.
Why did I not see that? Someone take my gay card. Oh, man.
How you doing? You seem a little scared.
They hurt my little blab, and now he's purple with yellow polka dots. It's awful.
In front of Brittany's vanity, laying in a basket with a small blanket for comfort, is the normally green lizard that normally sits on her shoulders.
I left for a minute to go get him a little drinky, because he looked thirsty after our big matinee performance. But seconds after he had a little sip, he bloated up and turned into this unfashionable shade of purple. I've just been too worried to look around. So if you could just, look around for me, I can't leave his side. He'll, look at him. He's like...
We investigate then.
8, Plus 1, which is 9.
13.
Great.
15 total.
Strewn all over the room is an assortment of old books, magazines, carnival game like prize plushies. On the right is a small nightstand with a lamp. Next to it is a king-size bed. In the center of the room, an area rug has the symbol for Cirque du Casino on it and is slightly off-center and seems to have been moved somewhat recently. And on the nightstand is a issue of Lizard Men Monthly.
What? Are we talking about lizard men? Or like, is little Blep looking at like little lizard men?
It's like the
No.
Geico lizard in there.
Blep is shaking his head. So I open the magazine, and what
we're
do
like-
I see?
We're like,
You see some very hot-looking lizard men.
Oh,
oh
okay,
no,
okay.
it is hot lizard.
What? I didn't even know this existed. What is the purposes of this? I turn it vertically.
And I'm like, Roman.
and it folds out. I'm like,
Roman.
what the hell?
Roman.
Oh, but there are some really interesting ads here.
Focus.
I'm reading the articles, Youngblood. I have this for the articles. Turn it over. There's a very interesting advertisement for some sort of descent. Oh, and look! Doc Janice has an advertisement in here. That's interesting. Wow.
And then we close it and we're like,
Okay, we
ugh.
close it.
So I look under the bed.
And you can see that there's a potion bottle in there.
So I grab the potion bottle
Uh-oh.
and I get up and I'm like, Britney, bitch, I think I know what Blip got into. Is this familiar to you?
Oh shit, no way. Thought that was just like a normal little snack.
Was it from a big old snake?
I didn't get it from a big old snake, but I got it from a big old person.
Was he, say, 10 feet tall?
They were.
Big old mask?
Yes. It was a look.
How long ago did you buy this from him?
Honestly, like 10 minutes ago?
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe the guard out front can let you know if they saw him.
The guard's gone. He got kidnapped.
Oh, I didn't see a guard when we came in.
We need to go. Okay.
Okay,
Brittany
Brittany,
bitch
this has
or
been
Brittany.
great.
I can't remember if it's fully Brittany bitch or Brittany, but
Whenever you head back out, you actually notice more soggy footprints.
did Noise do this?
No.
Oh shit. Are my boots like...
They're still wet. We know what we need to do. Noise, you gotta ride piggyback on one of us so that we don't get confused about specific watery footprints. Or you can take off the boots.
I'm not taking off these boots.
No? Okay. All right. 9 or below, it's you. 10 or
Oh my.
above, it's me. 10. So,
So eventually, this trail leads you across the street and towards massive, gigantic money casino.
Oh my god.
oh my gosh, we're back again.
Right, right. This is where I nearly electrocuted you to death.
Yeah. Let's not talk about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
But we're alive, and as far as we know, we will never die. So,
I would like to... apologize for that as well, if we're...
Oh.
Yes.
oh,
Wow.
Wow.
Apology taken.
Roman leans him a little closer.
You can.
No, no.
That's fine.
The coin boy, he looks even more exhausted than he did yesterday. On the desk is a candlestick-style telephone now. Mr. Money is looking at it in despair.
Oh no.
And then notices you two coming up and goes,
Oh, hello! Hello again, my favorite patrons.
No, Mr. Money. I saw that look before we came up here. You do not need to be hiding your emotions from us, okay? We're at this point where we're friends. I've gotten a lot of money here. Yeah. All right? We're
friends.
And if you're in pain or you're in danger,
We will not give you
I
money.
want to know, okay?
no one's spoken to me like that in years.
Really? Years?
At least it feels like.
How long have you been back there?
How long have I been subject to the rich? I can't remember. You see something inside him break a little bit at that realization.
Oh my gosh.
Would you like to know my name?
It's not Mr. Money? Are we learning your first name?
It's not even my last name. My name's Bob Normie.
Bob Normie.
Bob
Normie. Why would you ever want to change your name? That sounds like the most beautiful name I've ever heard.
Thank you. I will do anything that you need.
I'd love to know, who were you talking on the phone with?
The bosses have been, and the phone rings again. Hold on for a moment.
Hello, sirs. What can Mr. Money help you with?
Yes, I have someone here now. No, I didn't.
I didn't leave my post. I just want.
Yes, I am. He hangs up the phone dejectedly. That was the bosses. Seems there's been a robbery. They said a single coin was stolen. I went to get help. I just could not find any guard outside. Let's like walk and talk.
Okay.
While trying to get through the door, it's a rotating one. He gets stuck.
Oh,
no.
And he struggles for a second before wedging himself.
There you go,
out.
Bob.
If you were curious, he did fall. It's Tails.
Called it.
I'll go out of the door. That's an option if you don't want to go through the rotating door.
There's the side
I
doors.
just walk
There's
out.
just a side door. Perfect. And I follow suit.
He takes the three of you to the center roulette wheel, that like really big one. You enter through an employee-only doorway. In the center of the door is a numbered keypad. Please don't tell anyone the password to this.
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4?
He turns to the keypad and like enters 1, 2, 3, 4, and you hear like 30 locks like go. Wow! He like opens the rest of the vault door, and you enter a square room with a center column. Safety deposit boxes coat all the walls and ceiling, and the giant column that's in the center.
Oh,
Gotcha.
wow.
The phone in his hand rings, and Bob picks it back up.
Oh, hello, Mr. Managers. Yes, I've brought the guard to the vault. Yep. I understand. No, they didn't see your very secure password. No, that wasn't sarcasm. Mr. Money is never sarcastic because our games are so fantastic.
He hangs up the phone. It's gonna be one of the ones in that like center column. Right
That's
there.
where the coin was
like
taken from?
the front facing one, yeah.
So we go to the center column and we do some investigation. 17!
And 1 for me.
So you go up. The metal deposit boxes all have locks that look relatively secure. There's a box a few feet higher than you can actually reach. The lid is not closed all the way. You will need a boost to get to it.
Or I could give a boost to the person on my back. Noise! No questions asked. Here we go. Boop, boop, boop. And then I just throw Noise up, hold the feet. They're still really soggy. And I'm holding them like this.
Noise starts digging in the box, and within the box are remnants of blue and red flower petals.
Can I do a history check on this? 15, so 14?
Yeah, you saw those adorning the cart whenever it first came into the city.
That's what I thought.
Very similar blue flowers.
It's a Demini.
Noise, seemingly frustrated and rubbing the bridge of his nose.
We find a trail, we lose the culprit. We find another trail, and this pranking thief slinks away again. Now the trail's cold. We need to report back to Flo and have the band fan out for any sign of this culprit.
Noise begins to exit the vault.
We follow Noise out of the vault.
So, the coin boy waves you goodbye. Yeah, they're docking my pay a little bit.
You might need this more than I do.
Yeah. Oh, Youngblood!
Thank you, friends. I'm gonna treasure this for the rest of my life.
I'm so glad.
So what now?
We're gonna need to move quickly. Who knows where this prankster may be now? Let me think.
Roll me perception.
16.
That's interesting.
And mine was 6.
Noise is talking like a mile a minute, starting to like mumble and become incoherent as he like sputters about the investigation. You see a very tall, very striking familiar slowly walking through the crowd. It's the curio cart driver from yesterday.
Yes.
And they push the cart in y'all's direction gradually, jingling and jangling with each roll closer.
Hey you with the flowers and the cloth, stop.
Noise tilts his head in confusion.
What? What's the matter?
That thing, Demini!
The Demini.
The what?
The person we've been trying to tell you.
Noise!
As y'all are saying this, the cart driver had began cranking a lever that's on the side of the cart. A ticking musical melody fills the air as the doors of the strange curio cart open like a music box. Noise is tugged back into there.
Okay, well, it was nice knowing Noise, but let's get out of here.
His eyes widen in fear as he flies backwards. Panic hands fly up in the air to reach out for help. What do you do?
With my speed of 35, to try to grab for Noise.
Roll me a dex save.
4.
You reach out just in time to see the pure terror in Noise's eyes. He lets out a cry for help. It's muffled immediately, though, by the slamming of the cart doors. And the cart wheels screeching against the pavement, and the driver begins to haul tail out of there.
What do? I have some rope, 50 feet of rope.
You know what, farm boy? Go ahead.
I got the rope out and throw it as hard as I can. 17.
You throw that rope. It gets caught in like one of the spoke of the wheels.
Oh, okay.
And it's holding now.
Gotcha. I'm basically skiing.
you're
on like the pavement, and I am running behind
You're
Roman. 19 total to catch up.
So y'all have booked it after the cart, and now you've attached yourself to it. It's fast and it is gaining speed.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh.
You race past the big top and the palace inn before the cart makes a hard turn into an area of town that looks like it's under construction.
Oh no.
Nature seems to have taken over the older buildings of this sector. The cart makes a final and sudden sharp turn as you all go.
I want to roll for
Do we go
athletics.
over?
So make me a dex save.
18.
Nice. I got a 19.
I have 23.
Oh, and a dex save, which means I'm at over 20. Freaking both of us do some sort of flip combo. I grab you, you grab me.
That's exactly
We do
what I was
some
thinking!
cartwheel. I freaking land.
As you hit the ground first, and as I'm coming out of the air, I do like that Matrix shit, right?
Ooh.
Then I just like fall onto the ground, like, yeah, exactly. And that's
That's
how
awesome.
we land. All without the person singing.
There was maybe like a cricket or something over the side that's sitting over there, and you hear it chirping, and you assume that chirp means.
Yes.
Are we like the greatest crime fighting team ever?
Yes.
It has parked in a treeless clearing now, and that driver is nowhere in sight. It is quiet here. So that
Exactly.
cart's just sitting there now. What do you do?
We open it to see what the fuck is up
Alright,
with
cool.
if
As you get close to it,
noise
make
is
me a
in.
dex save.
Oh no.
With disadvantage because you just opened it.
Wait, what?
Youngblood.
I got 10.
I got a 4 plus a dex save of 3, so
We just
7.
fucked, didn't we?
7 and 10.
You feel a force sucking you through the door. Trying to fight it against it feels like you're fighting a tidal wave and/or hurricane.
No!
Yeah.
We just freaking did all that cool flipping, and now we immediately screw ourselves
Damn,
over.
My bad.
You both fly hard and fast into the cart, and the doors slam shut behind you.
The end.
That's where we're breaking.
Oh, no!
Yeah.
What the heck is gonna happen next? We'll find out in 2 weeks in the last episode of Chapter 3 and the Season 1 finale of Roleslaying with Roman. That's November 11th. Also, finally, available for pre-order, I'm so excited about this, Roleslaying with Roman Trading Cards. Our initial release will feature cards dedicated to 7 characters of the Roleslaying universe, each with gorgeous art and details designed by our team artist and showrunner herself, Brei Grace. And you just don't know which 5 you're gonna get. Some may even be signed by that guy, Thomas Sanders. You all seem to know him, I don't know. You can pre-order at thomassanders.com, and just a heads up, they'll most likely start shipping out around the end of November. Also be sure to check out Dungeons & Dragons, Dragons of Stormwreck Isle by clicking my link in the description below. So that's where we end on that really ridiculous moment.
Beautiful.
Will we ever get out of there? I have no idea, but thank you, Youngblood.
Sorry.
Honestly, in all honesty, I probably would have done the same. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to you guys for joining and being awesome. Thank you also to Lyra for joining us and playing the parts. If you're interested in any of our previous videos, you can click over here, or if you're new to the channel and would like to subscribe, click down here. That is it, and until next time, take it easy guys, gals, and non-binary pals. Peace out!